Hello. So the video that stood out to me the most in class today, I would have to say it was kind of a tie between the PBS video, which was from smoking to vaping, and then the Nightline video, which was about the teen who was in the fight for her life after vaping a cartridge a day. I think those videos kind of stood out to me because it's one thing to hear about this stuff and know what's going on but not really see it. It's another thing to see how this stuff can affect people's lives for obviously the worst. And it was kind of eye-opening to see all of that, especially as someone who doesn't smoke and really hasn't ever, seeing, how these people can get so addicted. It's hard for me to understand addiction because I don't suffer from it. But even when the guy in the PBS video, he was like, I quit vaping and now I'm just back to smoking. My mind was like, how can you know that these things are so bad? You know smoking's not good for you. You know vaping's not good. You quit that, but you went back to smoking cigarettes? I mean, it's just kind of hard for me to wrap my head around how they can know it's so bad and how they can keep doing it, because obviously I'm not addicted to anything. So it's hard for me to kind of understand that chemical imbalance in the brain. I also thought they were pretty sad, kind of like how I said they were sad. Just being so addicted like that. And that girl, she almost died, which is really scary. And there's so much unknown about vaping that I feel that you really are just kind of throwing your life away and putting yourself way at risk for something that you might think is cool now and not think is cool in the future. So those videos really kind of made me see how these can be so addicting for people and how harmful it can be to their lives. And so as a public health professional, and I'm leaning towards health education, I think that teaching people is the most important thing when it comes to, changing behavior. But as we know, knowledge is not something that will, it's only part of the puzzle. There has to be some other sort of thing in there. And I hate to say this, but I think you almost have to use scare tactics, because if you go up to any person right now and go, is smoking cigarettes healthy? Is vaping healthy? They will go, no, probably not. They'll go, no, it's not. There's no one that's going to go, yes, it is super healthy. Everyone should be doing it. So I think that with people who smoke, you kind of have to show scare tactics. And the videos we watched in class, how the girl almost died, those commercials that they have on TV, where the people who have lung disease, they have the throat things. I think that it's important to show these people those kind of things and, show them that this does affect people. This does kill people. This could possibly end up taking your life, ruining your life. Your quality of life will be diminished if you keep doing this. And I think it's important for people to see those kind of things, and especially looking from a prevention kind of thing, preventing people from even starting smoking in schools. I think it's very important that you kind of use dramatic effect to kind of scare children into knowing look, if you smoke, you will probably get lung cancer. It will probably be the thing that kills you. And I mean, I think that was pretty eye-opening for me. I remember in high school and middle school, we had, anti-smoking seminars, and I have asthma, so it was never really on the table for me to do. But just, I know a lot of other kids that did do it. So I think educating and then working on peer pressure, helping kids have the capacity to say no in situations where they're offered things and not feel that they're, not being cool. I think it really comes down to that, especially from a health educator standpoint, and just making sure people have the capacity to say no and to not smoke.